Hello everyone, welcome back to Steve on Steve Plays Frostpunk. So in the last video we actually finally set up our little beacon here and sent out our first scout party, and other than that everything seems to be going well in our little fledgling apocalyptic state. Hopefully we'll manage to keep pulling it off. Alright, as 3 people are gravely ill. That is not good. We need to know why they're getting ill. We're cold at work. Where does he work, though? Probably people at the steel wreckage. Let's unassign everybody from that because we're good on steel for now. I'm gonna oh, we already have the steam hubs. That's perfect. I'm gonna build 2 of them. Let's do that right now. Let's build one around here to make sure these 2 bits are covered. And let's build another one. This should do nicely. So this should keep these 2 workplaces cold. I mean, warm, and hopefully nobody else will get sick for a while. Frostbite. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense that they were from here. It is unfortunate, but we needed that steel at this time. Steel wreckage depleted. That's fine. These guys still got a lot of coal to gather. Let's research something. What do we should probably start researching sawmills, because we're going to need all the wood we can get, because wood is going to start running out pretty soon here. There's only a little bit left. Yeah, 34, 90. Yeah, there's only like 200 wood left on the map, which is bad, to say the least. And we should probably finish building some homes, which we should be able to do with no problem once these heaters are up, because now we can actually build outside of this initial ring, which is obviously a good thing. So yeah, in the day the temperature will rise, meaning we will be able to actually, people will be able to actually live comfortably for a bit, which is great, obviously. Man, this game, I know I've mentioned it before, and I will keep mentioning it throughout the series, but this game is really atmospheric. It really builds atmosphere like no game I know so far. So, can we replace these people with children? Let's put 1 child in here. We want all of the children to be working, because otherwise they're just wasting resources. Alright, so look at that steam heater. Look, I love seeing the snow melt around it. It's beautiful. So yeah, we can actually start building some houses. Oh my god. Alright, so this should make them warm, right? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, great. Let's build another one there. Oh, come on. I have this problem with my mouse that just keeps double clicking. And I need to get a new mouse, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, and obviously once our scouts reach that group, it'll bring back a bunch of survivors, so we're gonna need more houses. But that's fine, we're managing, you know? Build another tent. Perfect, that should be okay for now. Yeah, that should be okay for now. Working day is over. In about a day it'll get 10 degrees warmer, which is great, but it will not last. And yes, we need to build another hunter's hut. 20 wood. So I guess we'll build that next day. Let's speed up time a bit. Look at those tents growing. And discontent is going down. Oh, what? Come on. Oh, what? That's bullshit. Come on, I missed that by like an hour. Oh well. Yeah, in about a day we'll be able to actually take our thing off of overdrive, although we'll have to do that much sooner than that, otherwise it will explode. And that's obviously not a good thing. So our scouts are about to reach that group. Alright, let's see. A happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go any longer. Soon we begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Escort them to the city, or send them. Some will die. Yeah, we'll escort them to the city because we need all the people we can get at the moment. And as soon as I get 40 wood now, actually 60 wood because I'm going to build that hunter's lodge first, I'm going to send another scout party. Because there's lots of stuff to scout out and one party is not nearly enough. And since having scouts is basically your only way of getting people until the late game when a bunch of refugees start appearing, you want to do it as early as you can. So 4 people are in palliative care and only 8 are ill in general, which is pretty good for the early game. I remember the first time I started, like half of my population dropped dead from cold. Alright, the scouts have returned and they've brought a bunch of people. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. I wonder how they get down. Reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. That would be good. So let's send them out to this sturdy shelter. And what's this? A note of thanks. Someone left a note at the care house. Thank you with all the work we have to do. It's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Yeah, man, for sure. Hope rises. Look at that. Hope is really high. Alright, let's turn off... We'll turn off the overdrive in a couple of hours. Search for others. Yep, that's what we're doing. Alright, we have 35 homeless. That is not ideal. But we really need more wood, and hopefully this sawmill will get researched at some point. So we're gonna be able. We're gonna. Okay, generator stress critical. Let's turn that off. This is probably the perfect place to build a sawmill. It's next to this worm place. Oh, that's not nearly close enough. That's fine. We can probably build another road and build another hothouse. In fact, I'm thinking of doing this maybe here. Because then this will be later used for coal mine. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to do that. Alright, workday starts. Great. Immediately starting to get some wood. Food is going down very quickly, so we need to get those hunters set up right now. If anything, we need to get at least, like, what, 4 or 5 of these. Which is unfortunate. But that's life. Let's see. As far as I know, the hunters' huts don't actually need warmth. As far as I remember. So I will put it here. Is this connected to the road? Should be. Good. Sawmill research. Perfect. How much does it cost to build? 10 wood. Oh, wow, that's remarkably cheap. That's great. Oh, come on. So, let's see. Let's rotate a bit. Yeah, this will be the place for the coal mine, so I don't want to build on it because that will destroy the resource. So what's the best place to put it? Maybe here? This will give us access to a lot more resources, but it will also destroy some. So maybe here? I think this will be the best place. Actually, no. I'm gonna go all out and try to get as much as I can from the get-go. Let's build a sexy little street. We can't afford that. Alright, come on, wood. But yeah, wood is a bit of an ass in this early game. Alright. Perfect, that should be fine. And we'll build another heater, steam hub, or whatever. Really, that's pretty abysmal range, but I guess we have to. Yeah, we're using up a lot of coal at the start, but we have to, so it's unfortunate, but we need to set up this colony, if you will, as successfully as possible. Alright, hunters. Let's get a bunch of hunters going. That's great. That'll hopefully give us a nice amount of food. Let's start researching something. Coal thumper. Perfect. We're gonna want coal. We're out of wood. Yeah, I know. Look at that. I'm building their road. And we'll immediately start people having... Oh, look at that. The Steam effects in this game are beautiful. And I'm only playing on, like, medium settings, because this game it tanks my FPS, unfortunately. Let's see. Will these be gathered in this post? Yes. Great. Alright, so... Can we... How much is it to send another scouting group? 40. Oh, come on. Alright, let's build more houses, then. Because we're not going to get any more wood for the next, what, 12 hours? So we might as well use it. And prevent some people from getting sick, which is obviously something that you want to do. Perfect. I love the aesthetics of this game. It's very steampunk, and I love it. And at the start, it's very, like, nomadish. There's tents and stuff, and People are ambling around, and there's little bits of smoke and like cooking and little hunters' huts. But by the late game, it looks like a proper modern, or at least contemporarily modern industrial city. What's this? No roof over our heads. I will provide some shelter. In the next 2 days, I promise, I will provide some shelter. Even in the next hour or so, I'll provide shelter. Or I mean, a couple of hours. Alright, 23 hours of coal left. Yeah, this is not great. Shelter promise fulfilled. Let's take a look at our book of laws. Let's see. How's our food situation? Terrible. Yeah, we're gonna have to do soup. Sorry, but you guys gotta eat, and this is the only way we got of making it happen at the moment. Okay, let's get people working in the sawmill. The angle at this part of the map can be a bit awkward, but that's fine. It's not a major issue. So yeah, temperature tomorrow morning will rise, so that should be good. Look at those hunters go. Yeah, we're gonna want to build another scouting party and another hunter's hut. Alright, so our scouts have reached the sturdy shelter. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There is a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1900 miles. Home, 27 miles. Oh, look at those sexy resources. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we don't have them until they come back, but that's okay. So, our scouts will reach the steel bridge, and there's winter homes somewhere around here, but this steel bridge has an automaton, which is like a steampunk kind of robot. And it's great because it will let us harvest this coal without sending our people out to freeze, which is obviously a good thing. And this metal as well, I suppose. And this coal. But yeah, we're gonna build a coal thumper sooner rather. Okay, wow, people are getting ill. That is not great. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit warmer now, so it'll help with that. Alright, lads, let's get to work. And yeah, now we have our sawmill, so that should really help with our wood situation. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the little steam effects and the condensation on the screen. Oh man, this game is... It's one of the greatest, like, immersion, like, games for immersion that I've ever seen. Let's see. Yeah, everything is nice and toasty. At least, relatively speaking. Alright, folks, let's get to work. We need that wood. Yeah, and coal. We are running out of coal very quickly. Oh, wow, I just realized we're not actually harvesting any coal at all. That's bad. Yeah, kids, engineers, go harvest that coal. Actually, no, we are harvesting a little bit of coal, but not nearly enough. We're gonna need that coal. I'm gonna have to risk them, but that's life. Steel wreckage depleted. Only wood crates left here. That's okay. And yeah, the good thing about having these... Oh, right, we have enough people to send another coal party. Coal party, I meant the scout party. Oh, crap, I forgot we have to research that. Where is that? More scouts. Oh, man, that's annoying. Oh, well, let's research the drawing boards, which lets us upgrade our stuff in general. But yes, let's build another hunters. Actually, we can now build coal thumpers, which is awesome. But let's build some tents first. People gotta sleep somewhere, after all. Yeah, the location of this hunter's tent was unfortunate. We're gonna have to delete it. It was a bit silly on my side, but it's fine. These things happen. Nothing is perfect. You can't expect me to be perfect. After all, this is the apocalypse. I try to be as precise and perfect in city building games, but you know, this game, as I said, can get very, very stressful. So sometimes you're not always in peak performance. So let's see. Let's build another hunter's hut. Is this a good place? I think so. And get some hunters doing their thing. We can now build a coal thumper, which is great. Resource post depleted. That's okay. That'll free up some. Let's disable it for now. We'll use it later for a coal thumper, which we'll probably place around here. Which will mean we'll have to move that hunter's hut anyway. Let's pause for a second. Coal thumper. Yeah, that hunter post needs to go. Bit of waste, but that's life. Let's see. Our scouts have reached the steel bridge. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. Send it back to the city, we're gonna want that baby. Alright, you guys, weather station, large convoy. Large convoy, I think there's gonna be people there, and we want people. So yeah, coal is becoming a major issue. What's happening here? Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. Hope falls slightly. Unfortunate. Is this another tent being built? Yes, that should solve our hopelessness problem. For a short while. Which is obviously a good thing. Do I want to build my coal thumper here? Yeah, I guess I do. Let's destroy this building, which gives us 50 wood, which is great, obviously. And we're going to want to build another hunter's lodge. I keep calling them lodges, but they're huts, so I'm sorry for that. Although I suppose it doesn't really matter. Yep, let's build one here and build one here. Honestly, I am not exaggerating in like how much food we need. And by the late game, you're going to need to stockpile a ton of food for this special occasion. So we're going to want to make sure that we can do that. Book of Laws. Let's... Oh, come on. Oh my god, this double clicking is driving me mad. I'm sorry. Alright. Should we build... I think Fighting Arena is great. But I think we're gonna do emergency shift. Is it necessary? Extended shift is really the good one because it makes working hours just generally longer, which means they're more productive. But it makes people very unhappy. But let's do Fighting Arena. We're not too good on wood, but we're gonna want to build one of those at some point. Let's see. 20 wood, really? That's extremely wasteful. Let's connect this baby. I'm sorry, I watched Austin Powers yesterday and all I can think of is saying things like groovy baby. Oh, come on, why aren't you building? Alright, that should be good. Yeah, coal is a major issue at the moment, but we'll be able to deal with that sooner or later. Alright, let's get some people hunting. Oh, this is perfect. Tons of hunters. We are running out of people a bit, which is unfortunate. But we're gonna get a bunch of people come back soon. Let's get hunters on that ASAP. Who can we, is there any workplaces that we can free up? Yep, no one cook, we can free up. You can become a hunter. That's perfect. Yeah, no, none here. But that's fine. So yeah, we have a bit of wood, so let's build our coal thumper. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's huge, but it's beautiful. I think I'll put it here, and then I'll build some tents here. I think that fits a tent, doesn't it? Yeah, perfect. I think I can also put the arena in there. Aha! Perfect, that will service a bunch of tents around here. Perfecto. Great, so yeah, things are looking up. We're even building like an entertainment building. You know, I'm amazed that we get to build the fighting arena before we get to build the pub, which is, I think, pretty representative of the fighting arena build, of the kind of desperation that these people are facing. Unfortunately, we can't really see it too well, but look at that, there's someone pacing around inside. Oh, I think that was just the builder. But yeah, nobody's fighting tonight, but there will be a fight tomorrow. Right, so our coal thumper is finally built. And yeah, we need some people, like, ASAP. But yeah, let's get our engineers, the leftover engineers, to start working on that. And they'll start thumping some coal. Yeah, we keep getting sick people, which is not great. But I imagine they're all the people that are going getting stuff from that coal pile, because that's blooming cold. We are not doing too great for coal. That's for sure. But basically what this coal thumper does is it uses water to push coal up from the ground. And it makes like a little heap here. And we can get our people to work at this gathering post and they'll go and take the coal, which is awesome. Right, our scouts have reached stuff. The workers who were riding the convoy told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up. We tried to follow a search pattern, but we ran out of fuel. We'll send them to the city, and we'll have these scouts go and actually do some stuff, because honestly, we need to scout as much as we can and get as much stuff done as possible. So these people, oh my god, they're going back in 2 days? That's ridiculous. They're all probably going to die by then. That's outrageous. Oh well, such is life. Alright, so it looks like our generator might even get shut off today for a bit. That's not good. Okay, no, we managed to save it. Just about, but we are direly in need of coal. So look at that, the thumper goes up, and it's like a roller, it's like one of those amusement park rides. Kaplunk. And look at that, coal flies out. Alright, this gathering post is depleted, that's excellent, so we can actually get these children to be productive somewhere. Let's free up all these engineers and get the kids to work there, and get some of these engineers to actually work on here, on the coal thumper and on the gathering post here. Perfect. Now we're actually getting some coal. We're actually getting some money. We researched drawing boards. That means we can research more scouts. Perfect. Things are looking up. Although a bunch of people are sick. Not as many as I had. Sorry about that. On my first playthrough, half of my town froze to death. It was terrible. But now we're actually doing okay. Coal is about to run out. We're in a bad place. But yeah, now that this thumper is going, and with the automaton arriving in a day, hopefully we'll be able to manage. Alright, look at that. A little coal pile appearing, and it will keep growing. As far as I can tell, this can go on forever. Which is great, because that means, you know, infinite coal. Not a lot, but it is coal. And look at that, slowly increasing. That is obviously great. So yeah, I think the next law we're going to pass is increased extended work hours. Because yeah, we did not get enough coal in this one day. I mean, we're about to run out of coal tonight. Alright, we've reached the weather station. Grim Forest. We discovered Winterhome and the coal mine. Let's go to the coal mine, and then we'll send these lads back home, because they've got a healthy amount of resources. We don't want to go to Winterhome right now, because once we discover Winterhome, it's going to trigger the crisis, and we're not prepared for that. Abandoned station. Yeah, people are losing hope. That's unfortunate, but, you know, we'll be fine, you guys. Alright, so the generator's about to shut off. Look at that, this steam coming out. Yeah, it'll shut off in about an hour. And the world will be this place will be a very cold place to be for about a few hours, which, you know, I'm sorry about, but we are running out of coal. But yeah, these scouts, when they come back, they'll have a ton of coal. The heating is off. Yeah, look at that, everybody's cold. I'm sorry, guys. I'm real sorry. The automaton will be here tomorrow morning, or rather today, which is perfect. Yeah, people are getting cold. Alright. Don't you dare double click. Alright, we'll do emergency shift, and then we'll do extended shift. And yeah, we need emergency shift at the gathering post. Oh my god, that boosts discontent colossally. Wow. I've never actually used that, and I never realized that it will take up so much discontent. Jesus. Well, alright. And we don't actually have any way of, like, systematically dealing with discontent right now, which is just bad. Alright, let's research something useful. Generator power upgrade. That's definitely something we wanted to do. Hunter's gear. Lots of really good stuff to research. A lot of very good early game techs that you have to prioritize carefully. Generator power is okay for now. It's gonna get cold in 2 days. So that's fine. We're okay for that right now. Coal mining, we want to get that very soon, but first I think it's priority to get Hunter's gear, because we need food. We are not doing good for food, and we're going to have a bunch of people showing up in a day. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. The automaton is here. It's so cool. It's a really, like, It's a really original take on what kind of steampunk robots should look like. You know, I've never seen it done like this, but I think it's really cool. It's very slow, and one disadvantage is it has to come and recharge once in a while, but it's free labor essentially. And you can even build them later on in the game when you build factories and stuff. Look at that. Let's assign it to collect coal, because we need coal. ATM. Look at it. It's thinking for a bit. And there it goes. Look at the little trail it leaves. It's like a beautiful spider. And it's like a reverse crab, you know, it can go forwards and sideways. It's awesome. Right, scouts have reached the coal mine. Explore. Yeah, we're gonna set up an outpost here for coal later, but let's just take the store coal and go back home. 21 hours, that's... No, wait, you're not going home, are you? Yeah, go home. 1 day, oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna want to research lighter scout sleds, but that's the next research level, so that'll take a while until we get that happening. Alright, so we're getting a steady supply of wood, so we're okay for wood for now, which is good. Steel, we don't really need a lot of steel right now. We built all the steam hubs we'll be building for a while, I think. But it can't hurt to get a bit of extra steel, so there's no children in this group, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, there's only 57 coal left here, so these people won't have to do it for much longer. But we're doing okay on coal now. Oh, look at that. It's kind of kneeling. It's kind of shoveling it into it. It's kind of feeding itself on coal. I think it's really awesome. The Great Irishman. Yeah, the automatons have all their own kind of names. But look, in 2 days the temperature will drop, and then it will rise again 2 days later. So we don't really need to upgrade our generator for a few days, which is great. Coal, about 5 hours. Yeah, that's not ideal. Come on, lads, we need you to get here. The next day will be pretty standard, nothing much happening. Oh yeah, we might as well disable this steam hub for now. Because we don't need it, because nobody's working on this gathering post. I can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. This we need because people are working on this. Alright, that got depleted. We can send our children to go get some steel. There's only 12 steel left, so they shouldn't get too cold. We got tons of wood. I don't know how. Probably the sawmill, but we did, which is great. So let's upgrade our medicinal post. We got 1 steam core, which I'll probably use on building either a coal mine or a hothouse. Not sure yet. Look at those crowds of people going. Those are the hunters, aren't they? Yeah. We got a ton of hunters, which is great. How many people are sick? 4 people are in palliative care, meaning they're like in a bad place. But nobody's been amputated due to frostbite, which is great. That is really a good thing. Alright. So soon we'll have a bunch of new survivors, and our scouts will come back. So we'll get a nice surplus of resources and labor. So yeah, even during the night, the automaton keeps gathering. And look, he's going for a bit of a recharge. Which is strange, you know. I feel like it would be better if you could, like, recharge from the coal here. Because, you know, he's shoveling coal. Can't he just, like, throw that into his kind of boiler engine? But no, he has to go back to the main thing and recharge. Or the nearest steam core, but I guess this is the nearest. Look at that. I love, like, the little motions he goes through and everything. Where does he sidle up to? Does he just kind of enter it? Oh. Okay. I feel like that was a bit of a bug. Oh, look at that. It just kind of feeds into it. That's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we witnessed a bit of a bug. Alright, book of laws. Let's see. An extended shift. Perfect. That's what we're going to want to use. We're going to want to use that on the coal thumper. And on... Okay, these people are working for 24 hours. We're going to want to use that on the hunters. No, they only work during the night. We're going to do that on the sawmill. And that's basically all the kind of RGOs we've got. Oh, that's a Victoria 2 term I just used there. RGOs. And nothing else we can use that for at the moment. Which is fine for me. Honestly, it's not a problem. We could do that on... Oh, yes, we will do that on the workshop. because we want to squeeze in as much research as possible. So yeah, now that we're not using coal on this steam hub, I think we're pretty okay for coal. And yeah, in about 3 hours we'll get a bunch of new beeps. Our workday commences. There is plenty to do. That is certainly true. Alright, so a bunch of survivors have arrived. 32 survivors, which is amazing. A group of survivors have reached. Let's immediately set up a new scouting team. And we'll send it out just this general direction, I suppose. Yeah, perfect. And we need more people. Instead of engineers, we'll have just regular workers using this gathering post. And we'll have much more hunters. So yeah, now we're actually kind of... And we'll send the other 2 workers to gather what remains of the steel. Great. We might want to build another sawmill. This sounds like a perfect place for another sawmill, actually. Oh yeah, we want to configure this for only working hours. Yeah, these are kind of like micromanagement things that you really need to get done, or things will break. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. We're about to get our scouts back, which will give us a nice surplus for the next episode. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This is a great game. I love it to bits. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Any comments, questions, advice or recommendations for games I should play, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.